Hello and welcome to my eBay listing. This is my HP Officejet Pro 8500A Premium. It's been my printer for about 3 years. I bought it brand new, got a great deal, it's half off, and I got a $50 gift card, so I bought a much larger printer than I could ever possibly use. It was just for home use. Haven't printed that much stuff with it, quite honestly. I've never used most of what this thing can do. It's got a fax machine, which I have used a few times. Really comes in handy when you need one. But rather than try and sell the entire printer, which has a damaged print head, and rather than try and fix an expensive print head, which I've tried to do unsuccessfully, my wife suggested that we just buy a new printer, and we did. It's a little bit smaller, it prints great pictures, and it's just everything that we need and nothing we don't. So rather than try and sell this and package what would end up being a very large and delicate box and sell it on eBay, I decided I'm going to take it apart and sell all the pieces. Hopefully a whole bunch of people can benefit from my not having used this printer very much. So the point of this video is to show that everything on it works. So if you purchase any pieces of this printer, listed in the eBay listing will be a link or a description of how to get to the YouTube video that will show this printer, and any parts that you purchase will be from this printer that I'm showing you in this video. It's not like I have another one or I've purchased other parts and I'm reselling them. Any piece that you buy from me is coming off this exact printer. This is the only one I've got. So to start, obviously, it's lit up. The power supply works. The screen, it doesn't have a scratch on it. I will try to take better pictures and put them in the listing. But everything here works. And obviously I'm very low on ink. But there's nothing wrong with any of this. It's shiny and it's been kept well. It always had a towel covering it. I haven't lifted this door very much at all. I mean, that's the top. It doesn't have a scratch on it. Everything in here is excellent condition, and I will be taking all of this apart and selling each individual piece. What I wanted to show in this video is that everything works, so let's get started with that. I got my laptop set up here. Some document, I don't even know what it is, but it doesn't matter because I am going to print it. It takes a few seconds to print because it is printing wirelessly. You'll see that the only cable connected is the power cord, and it's not connected to the printer through the cable. It's actually connected wirelessly through the router I have in my kitchen. And it will take a few seconds and the page will start spitting out. And here we go. Currently it prints black beautifully. Blue is the issue, the blue-red print cartridge. It doesn't want to work. As you can see, I took it out, cleaned it, it printed blue beautifully, and then not much later, blue is printing like garbage, and then it got worse until it doesn't print hardly at all. Anyway, so let's talk about the automatic document feeder. I'll put these things in so you can see them. That's the one that's not great. That's the one that's a little bit better. This is the one that is perfect. And let's throw in the one that I just printed. In fact, the one that I just printed, we will add a nice big yellow X. I'm going to go down here and we're going to do copy, and we'll do a color copy so that you can see the document feeder works fine. Let's make sure these are all nice and straight. Seems like a real shame to take this printer apart because it is in beautiful condition. But printers are cheaper now than this one, and I just don't need it. As you can see, the parts that were blue, there's no blue ink. I got some clog in my stinking red-blue printer cartridge, or print head. And for the cost of a new print head, I got a new printer. So it didn't make any sense to do that. Alright, so we have got those pages I just showed you, all printed, minus the blue. Here's the one I put the X on. That's the one that I wrote the X on. Alright, so now that I've made a mesh of my garage, the paper's on the floor, what else is there to see? Oh, we have memory card slot. I have printed pictures from the memory card slot. As you watch on the screen, you'll see me put the card in. It registers that there is a card. Oh, yeah, found one photo. Alright, so let's do view and print. I'm going to take the paper out of the paper tray. And I have a little package. Oh, this is the free paper that they gave me with my new printer. We'll print a 4x6 here. It's a heck of a lot easier to do when I'm not staring at a screen and when I have both hands available. Tuck that one up in there. Close this up. I'll press the button. We press 1. It will crop automatically. I don't even know who those people are. And it's going to do 4x6. We'll let it print. It's pretty slow. It's not a photo printer. And even if it was, the best photo printers do print slowly. This one never did great on pictures, but since that red-blue cartridge, or print head, is malfunctioning, it's really bad. I don't know if you can hear that. That's the printer running, and it will spit out the photo here in a few seconds. I'm pretty sure that if I just went and bought a new red-blue print head, that my printer would work awesomely. But if I do, it's $90 from HP. And for $100, I got a brand new printer. In fact, I got the model that is very similar to this one. It's a little bit smaller. It's not as good, let's face it, it's not as good. This is an awesome printer. If you have one of these, I highly recommend you fix it. You can see with no blue ink, that photo just looks nasty. Pretty bad. Anyway, point is that all the mechanics work like they're supposed to, so it doesn't matter what you buy from this. The paper tray this tray actually has never been used. So the secondary 250 sheet tray with the adapter, that's this piece here. It's the bottom part here, and the mechanism in the back, that's this piece here. I don't think they've ever been used. We use that bottom tray for storage only. We just put extra paper in there, and I never got a chance to use it because I was constantly, taking all the paper out to put in photo paper. Obviously, watch, as I open the door, you'll see on the screen, tells you the cartridge door is open. If I if I take out the ink, put it back in, it should tell me that I'm missing the blue ink cartridge. There you go. Missing the, what do you call this one? Cyan or cayenne, whatever that is. Oops, sorry. I was looking at the cartridge and not looking at the screen. So if I put the cartridge back in, I've only ever used HP ink cartridges, never ever refilled them, and never had any problems. I highly recommend you don't use the cheap stuff, because unless you're printing a tremendous amount of stuff, what happens is the cheap ink dries up and it leaves deposits of garbage inside your print heads, and then you have a whole new list of problems. Carriage door, only had this thing open a few times, and that's only been in the last couple of weeks, just because I've been trying to fix that problem. But it's going to tell me the door is open. Everything inside of here, I don't know if you can see see this clearly. Everything inside of here is in excellent condition. Everything just is beautiful, and it kills me to get rid of it, but as you can see, it's big and I have a small house. So that's it. Happy bidding, or buying it now, I guess. Thank you.